I enjoy all fishing, so it doesn't matter.
Alright, for those of you who don't know what surf fishing is, do you want to explain it to them?
So surf fishing is when you have a very long rod, like 8 to 10 feet, and you... Okay.
Surf fishing is when you fish on the beach.
Okay, yeah. In the surf, like where the waves are and stuff.
It's not down in the ocean like ocean fishing. It's not like fishing in a pond or a river. It's on the beach.
Yeah.
Now you may go into your details.
May I?
Yes.
Alright. You guys don't need to want to hear the details. It's cool.
Takes a very long pole.
Yep. We fished with shrimp, cast out into the surf, just past where all like waves are breaking and stuff like that, and wait.
A long time.
Yeah, there's a lot of waiting.
So this was my first time surf fishing.
Yes.
But you've gone how many times now?
How many times have we been to the beach?
4?
4. So yeah, every time we go to the beach.
What else have you caught?
I've caught...
Not this time, but previous times.
I've caught like little hammerhead sharks, like a version of them. I think they're called bonnethead sharks. Caught a little baby black tip. I think that was the last time we were at the beach. Had Jesse hold that. He did not enjoy that. Some whiting.
They're sharks, or little
sharks.
Yeah,
they're little baby sharks. Some whiting, little fish, and then a stingray. Well, technically Jesse caught the stingray. Yes.
Yeah.
I think that's it. Surf fishing is very hit or miss.
It really
is literally all about timing. Like,
and you go out early. Like, so obviously the beach is crowded, so we have to go out way early in the morning.
Yeah.
The beach that we went to, you can fish until like 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock, and then you can start again at like 6 in the evening. I go out like
before the crack of dawn.
Yeah, I was on the beach at 6 a.m.
Sometimes when we go, you'll go down the crack of dawn, I'll stay up in the condo with the kids, and then I'll get them ready and bring them down later. So if you haven't seen our beach video, yeah, I'll link it up here, but we do have a pop-up tent that's really nice and convenient, and then we set that up, that way the kids, because when you're down there by yourself, sometimes it's just you, sometimes it's you and Jesse, and then sometimes Olivia and I are with you too. And if it's all of us down there, we'll put up the tent and stuff, because the kids can still play in the sand. Let's talk about my catch.
Alright, let's talk about your catch.
Yeah. That was fun.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's much more fun when you catch something.
It is. Big. You're gonna have to take it out of the pool, sweetie.
I drew a crowd.
Crowd's an understatement.
It was a big crowd.
Yeah. I've done this 4 times, and I've seen other people like up and down the beach catch stuff, and when I've caught stuff, had a few people.
So
hers was a legitimate crowd.
Well, it took a really long time to reel in. Like, it was a fighter.
It was, yes.
It was a fighter.
It's a fighter.
Hey, you got a crowd. You might want to get it in eventually.
Somebody watch for jellies.
Puts up a fight that way.
And you can't just like reel it in. I would have to pull it back, walk back with it, and then reel real quick, and then walk back with it, and then reel. So it took a long time, and Drew cried. And Olivia got upset about it.
Yeah, she was very...
This is fine, Olivia. I know.
Why she was so upset, but I think it was just because of the fact that you and I were both standing right there, and
yeah.
she couldn't get to us because she didn't want to walk on the water.
Yeah.
So she was really pissed, and we had to take turns because my arm got really tired of reeling.
It's my turn.
A stingray, like the one I caught last time, like 3 years ago.
It's kind of dug down in. I think you got a ray.
Well, it's coming. I'm excited.
Yeah, it'll come.
It's a ray. It's been awesome. Have you ever caught a ray before, Mom? No. That's what you did one time.
Look at that intensity right there, Olivia.
And I was so worried because we're like drawing this crowd, and then my daughter is just sitting back there crying hysterically.
Yep.
Mommy, I just want you.
Ashley and I are standing in the water. I'm helping Ashley, like telling her what to do. Olivia's in the background crying, and Jesse's filming the entire thing.
Yeah. Because we're excellent parents.
Parents of the year right here.
Yeah.
So yeah, Ashley drew quite a crowd. I think it's the fact that it took so long to get it in. Because usually, like, if it's just a fish, like little tiny fish or whatever, it doesn't take long to reel them in. And so you might draw a couple people that are walking by.
But then once people notice some people stopping and staring, then other people are like walking by like, hey, what's going on?
Yeah.
And then they stop and stare. And then that draws in more people. They're like, hey, what are y'all staring at?
Yeah.
What's going on there?
What's going on there?
Huh?
Oh,
So I'm going to stop and stare.
They've got something big that's not coming in.
Yeah, it's kind of a chain reaction.
Yeah.
And
I could handle
here's
it was
what
a
happened.
certain member of the crowd that
Then the beach patrol drove up in their truck.
yeah. The last people. Okay, second to last person I want to see on the beach while I'm surf fishing.
Because there are some things you can get in trouble for.
Yeah. Yeah. Alright, sleep. Good.
I know that there's certain things that we're not allowed to fish for, and we're fishing with shrimp, so we're perfectly allowed to do that.
Yeah.
There's no issues with that. But I just didn't want anything to come about. I've got it in, and he starts walking up towards us, so I turn around, I'm like, he ate my fish bait.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so he very, very directly told you that you had to get that immediately back. You have to release it. We're catch and release fishermen.
Yep.
We
even freshwater. Like
we don't keep.
Sorry.
I was gonna say I don't know, in the Bahamas we might.
Okay, I take that back. If it's the right fish, like something probably from the Bahamas, like
yeah, we'd consider it
tropical.
then maybe. But anything in the United States, we're catching catch and release fishermen. We don't keep anything. But he was very adamant that we had to immediately get that back. You have to release it. You have to release it. I'm like, I don't want to keep it.
Yeah, he's
I
like
want it
lecturing me,
back.
like, you have to get that back in the water as soon as possible. I'm like, that's my goal. My goal is also not to get slashed or stung by the stingray.
It was big.
Yes, it was.
I was very proud because it was like twice the size of the stingray Jesse got.
Yes.
Look at you bragging how I beat my
Yes.
kids. But yeah, it was my first catch, and I was excited.
Understandable.
And I wanted a picture with it. Guys, like, you gotta get them. I'm like, I'm taking a picture with it first. But I also didn't want to stand too close to it. Like, I was
You
concerned
could
to
have
get
gotten
too
a lot
close.
closer to it.
I didn't want to take that chance, and I wasn't sure, and I'm like, just hurry up and take the photo. No, we're very kind to the creatures. We want them to live. We don't want to hurt them. And then you had to figure out how to
Yeah.
get it unhooked.
The beach patrol man was very quick to lecture me on it. I need to get it back in the water.
Yeah.
And the one I handled with Jesse, small, and was super easy to undo. This one
It was heavy.
It was about 2 feet wide and heavy.
2 feet wide.
I'd say it was about 2 feet.
On each side.
On each side?
Yeah, like it was...
2 feet across.
Maybe.
Yeah. It wasn't...
You be the judge. You see the photo. Don't let him tell fish tales.
And it was heavy.
It
And
was heavy.
here's what the crowd was doing. Don't let it get you because its tail's whipping around, right? Because it's out of water. I'm like...
Even Olivia was... What was it that Olivia said?
I don't
know.
remember.
We'll insert that. But yeah, Olivia's even telling Dad how to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody...
Everyone's got their comments and like, you can do it this way and you need to do this. But no one's willing to get close to it except me.
Not even the beach patrol when you
Yeah.
ask for the beach patrol's help.
Yeah.
No, this is like twice the size. Like snow. There's more.
There's bigger. Could you offer me some guidance?
I've never done it. You gotta take the out of the mouth and turn it upside down.
Oh, yeah, stress. It's like,
Oh, no, that is about
Aww. Poor thing.
Thank you, credit.
hey, at least we get the kid pup.
Now you gotta take it out and throw it out. Put it out there.
Thank you. There you go.
Just drag them out there, that's all. It feels so slippery and good, too. Put them upside down so
Here comes the water. Well, you gotta push him out a little bit.
First catch of the day. Stingray. Watch your feet.
But you did it.
I did it.
You did it.
He did actually help me eventually. He did
Yeah.
grab the fishing
got the-
line and help me flip it over and was
He got the hook out.
nice and took the hook out for me while I controlled the tail.
Yeah.
And then as soon as he did that, he backed away and
She just left.
he didn't
he
leave
literally-
until I got it flipped back over and was getting it in the water. And he's like, my work here is done. But as soon as he got the hook out, he's like, I'm going back in the crowd.
Yeah.
Watch this fiasco.
But you did. You
I
got it
did.
taken care of. I'm very
All taken
proud of
care
you
of.
for that. I was really
Yes.
impressed how quickly you just like, okay, let's do this. And I told him afterwards, I told you, I'm like, it's a good thing. There was a crowd and the beach patrol, so you had to get it done quickly under pressure. Otherwise, you would have had too much time to think about it.
I wouldn't have taken too much time wanting to get it back safely in the water. So yeah, there probably would have been a little more hesitation. But, in case you're wondering, you cannot drag a stingray by its skinny little slimy tail. Can't do it. Because that was one of the words of the beach patrol. I got it flipped back over on his stomach, so like it was, facing the right direction. And he's just like, drag it out into the water.
No.
Can't.
No.
Tail's skinnier than my pinky and it's covered in slime. Like you can't. There was no grabbing that thing. And but yeah, got it back out in the water enough to where it could like swim away, and I followed it for a little bit until it was in some safe water and it disappeared.
He's very happy, safe, back in his little
Yep.
home.
Telling all
No
his friends
animals
buddies
were
that
harmed.
nope, he was perfectly safe.
And then when we did that, we start stepping back. This woman walks up to you
Yeah.
and she's like, oh, she's looking at Alan. She's like, I thought you were the beach patrol.
Yeah.
Mr. Professional Fisherman in his little fishing gear and shirt and hat. And
Yeah.
doing everything, and apparently there was some confusion over who the actual beach patrol was.
Yeah. Yeah. And was it the same lady who said, I didn't know stingrays could come this close into shore?
No, it was a different one.
That was a different, yeah.
Like, if you had any idea what comes this close to shore, you
Yeah.
would not be getting in the water.
Yeah.
So anyways,
That's Ashley's fishing story.
my first time surf fishing.
Yep.
It was very exciting.
She can't wait to go again.
I want to go to the Bahamas or somewhere tropical. Little more fun. Somewhere where I can see it before it even comes out of the water.
Well, that's less exciting because then you don't know what you have.
I know you guys ruined it for me when you told me it was probably a stingray.
Sorry.
I was so excited. I'm like, it's so heavy.
She was very...
I was terrified it was going to break the line and I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
That was my concern. Thank you guys so much for watching our video. I hope you enjoyed our lovely fishtail.
Yeah.
And if you haven't checked out any of our other beach videos that we've been doing, we also did like car travel tips and a lot of other things like that. This is our this is our first fishing
Yep.
vlog story. This is our first fishing story.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there will be more to come in the future.
Oh, I hope
So if
so.
you haven't already, give us a like if you made it this far in the video. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't yet. It's totally free. Doesn't hurt anything.
Yep.
Just hit the little button. Tell us about your biggest fish.
Yeah.
Down in the comments. I want to know. I have some great fishing stories.
She does.
I'm a fishing derby master.
She's a quantity person.
I kick his butt fishing and he hates it.
It really doesn't bother me. I just love fishing. I've spent so many days not catching a thing and I don't care.
That's the right attitude. I love you for it. Alright, we will see you guys in the next video.
Bye.
Bye.
Will you please click on this video? Come on. Can you please subscribe? Can you please push that subscribe button? Or for the other video, you're gonna press this button. Go on. Click this button. Or this button. Or this button. Well, mostly this button. I would like it if you did.